seconds. This is live via Skype as well as via Facebook streaming. Yesterday I had spoken on time yourself into timelessness. It is one way of explaining, one way of the Naqshbandi commandments or kalmat. 8 of these were given by Sheikh Ibn Khalid Gizdwani and 3 were given by Shah Bahauddin Naqshband. Waquf-e Jamni, Waquf-e Adubi. Waquf-e Jamni is timing yourself, establishing a communion between time and timelessness. Purposely, I did not want to mention, but someone has picked it up, so I just explain. Life is rhythmic. Everything in life is a rhythm, is a harmony. There is a power within that knows beyond our knowings. It is like a chemical equation where nothing can be removed. If a particular note you remove, the whole harmony, the whole rhythm is lost. Very minute, very precise things move in life. But we live in a dimension of time, so we cannot see the timeless dimension, what is there. Not only life is rhythmic, instead in life, everything is rhythm. You are happy, then unhappiness follows. Night and day, summer and winter. Life is verily a rhythm between two opposites. And how you balance yourself, how you live, how you interact between the opposites depends on your awareness. So too, when you try to become aware, the same rhythm will be there. Sometimes you are aware while other times you are not. This is the reason you feel aware sometimes while other times this awareness is no more. Awareness seems to pulsate. There is no need to create any problem when this happens, because you are not expert in creating problems, that out of nowhere you can create a problem, and once you have created a problem, then you want to solve it. Then there are people who will give you answers. A wrong problem is always answered by a wrong answer, and then it can go on ad infinitum. A wrong answer again creates more questions and the process continues. The best answer is that which evolves out of you. And that is the reason that the masters create a situation for the answer to arise from within you. And that which is your own creation can help you to move forward. From the very beginning, you have to be aware not to create any wrong problem. Otherwise, entire life goes on and on in a wrong direction. Always try to understand not to create a problem. Everything pulsates into a rhythm. And when I say everything, I mean everything. Love and there is hate. Awareness and there is unawareness. Do not create any problem. Instead, enjoy both, whatever comes. While aware, enjoy awareness, and when unawareness grips you, enjoy that too. There is nothing wrong in unawareness. Absolutely nothing is wrong. Because in the moments of unawareness you rest. Otherwise, awareness becomes attention. If you remain waking 24 hours, how many days you think you can remain alive? Without food, man can live for 3 months. However, without sleep, within 3 weeks you will go mad. And you will try to commit suicide. In the day you are alert, in the night you relax. And that relaxation helps you to be alert again, more alert, more fresh next day. So this rhythm is very important for creating the harmony. Energies have passed through a rest period when you were resting in the night, and when you wake up the next morning you are fresh again. They are alive in the morning again. The same will happen in meditation too. For a few moments you are perfectly aware, you are at the peak, and the next moment comes, you are in the valley, resting, and awareness has disappeared. You have forgotten. But there is nothing wrong in it. It is simple. Through unawareness, you once again become aware, fresh and young. Unawareness, one creates the womb for the other to be born, refreshed and new. And if you can enjoy both, you become the third. And that is the point to be understood. If you can enjoy both, it means you are neither aware nor unaware. Then you are the one who enjoys both. Something of the beyond then enters you. Something of the beyond then enters you. In fact, when you are in rhythm between the pair of opposites, you are really a witness. Happiness you enjoy, nothing is wrong. When happiness has disappeared, you have become sad again. There is nothing wrong in sadness either. Enjoy it as well. And once you become capable of enjoying sadness, then you are neither happy nor sad. And this state is known as transcendence. When you are flowing with the rhythm of life, that state is known as transcendence. If you enjoy, you will find that sadness has its own beauty. Happiness is somewhat shallow. When you look at the light, you can penetrate through the light and you can see as far as your vision is concerned. On the contrary, in darkness you cannot see even a little far. Darkness has depth in it. Happiness is a little bit shallow. Sadness is very deep. It has a depth into it. A man who has never been sad will always remain shallow, just on the surface. Sadness is like the dark night, very deep. Darkness has its own silence, a beautiful silence. And sadness also. Happiness bubbles. There is a sound in it. It is like a river in the mountain. Sound is created, but in the mountains, rivers can never be deep. It is always shallow in the mountain. When river comes to the plain, it becomes deep. But the sound stops. It moves as if it is moving. Sadness has a depth. So when the river starts in the mountain, it is a shallow. All mountain rivers are shallow. When they reach the plain, they attain a depth. Sadness has a depth. There is no need to create any trouble. While happy, be happy and enjoy it. But do not get identified with happiness. There is no need to get identified with anything. When I say be happy, I mean enjoy it. Let it be the climate which will move and change. Morning changes into noon, noon changes into evening, and then comes night. So too, let happiness be a climate around you. Enjoy it. Then comes sadness. Enjoy that too. I teach you the very art of enjoying. Whatsoever be the case, sit silently. Enjoy the sadness, and suddenly you will find sadness is no more. It has become a silent, peaceful moment, beautiful in itself, and nothing is wrong in it. And with that comes the ultimate alchemy. The point where suddenly you realize you are neither happiness nor sadness. You are the watcher on the hill, the witness. You watch peaks and valleys too. You are neither the valley nor the peak. Once this point has attained, you can go on celebrating everything. You celebrate life, you celebrate death, you celebrate happiness, you celebrate sadness, you celebrate unhappiness, you celebrate everything. In fact, you are not identified with any polarity. Happiness and sadness is a polarity. Just as positive and negative is a polarity, happiness and sadness is a polarity. And when two opposite poles merge, interact with one another and neutralize. Only then illumination happens. Your car cannot start unless the positive and negative neutralize one another. The positive comes from the external source, from the cosmic. It is like the cosmic energy. And the negative comes from itself, from the body, from the humus. So the negative pole comes from the metal of the car body. It is known as it comes from the source itself, and the positive comes from outside. And when the two are bridged together, suddenly your car starts, bulb lights, all that happens. This is natural, we see, but we do not understand the deeper aspect of it. And this moment when one neutralizes the other, one bridges the other, and in that process the two neutralize one another, it is the moment of transcendence. You are neither identified with this or that. Both polarities have become available to you together, and you can move from one to the other easily. You have become liquid-like, you flow. Then you can use both, and both can become a help in your transcendence, in your growth. Always remember this. There is no need to create any problem. Try to understand the situation and the polarity of life that you are in at that moment. Try to understand the situation and the polarity of the life that you are in at that moment. In summer it is hot, in winter it is cold. So where is the problem? This is natural. In winter enjoy the cold, in summer enjoy the heat, in summer enjoy the sun. In the night enjoy the stars and the darkness that surrounds. In the day, sun and light. You make enjoyment your continuity. Whatsoever comes, you have to enjoy it. Whatsoever happens, in spite of it, you go on enjoying, you try it. And suddenly you will find that everything has transfigured and transformed. And that single moment when you are capable of enjoying everything is enough unto itself. It is fulfillment. If you have lived the moment, that moment of polarity in awareness, then nothing else is needed. Your life will be transformed. You are creating the problem, and people who are trying to be aware almost create the problems. Remember, this awareness is of the moment. You are in one polarity. You have the awareness of that moment, and from somehow the other you get the idea that it should always remain, that it should become a permanent state is wrong. And why we worried about the next moment? The very idea of permanence is part of greed, and greed is the part of unconsciousness. So avoid, and just a moment of awareness is enough. Unawareness is playing the trick, creating a problem. It is now not out of awareness that the problem is coming. Instead, the problem is emerging out of unawareness. The moment is enough. Be aware in this moment when you are in a state of one polarity. Be aware this moment. Let this moment be total for you. And when the next moment comes, you forget, so be it. Be aware of your forgetfulness. One has to be attentive even of one's inattentiveness. There are moments when you are aware. In those moments, you are aware of your awareness. As I said, when there are moments of happiness, you are aware of the happiness, and when moments of sadness comes, you again become aware of the sadness. There are moments when you are aware. In those moments, you are aware of awareness. It is not a simple awareness, it is complex. Because you are aware of your awareness. Then there are moments when you are aware of your unawareness. But awareness continues as a substratum. Something you are aware of sometimes you are aware of your awareness, and other times you are aware of your unawareness. In both cases, you are aware. You are enjoying, and that is beautiful. So whatsoever happens, you remain aware and yet choiceless. Sometimes you forget and nothing can be done. There is no point in crying for the spilled milk. That which is gone is gone. If one moment has passed and you were not aware, and later you become alert that this moment has gone and you were not aware, do not waste any moment for it now, because this other moment is passing now. That which is gone when you were unaware is gone, and another moment is passing. Just be aware of it. So there is no need to ask for permanence. One person never gets two moments together. You always get one moment at a time. When that is gone, another is supplied to you. So if you can remain alert in one single moment, then that is enough. Whatsoever time will be coming in front of you, your torch of awareness will be there. Asking for permanent awareness is as if you are going for a long journey, 1,000-mile journey in the night, and I give you a small torch. And you say, through this torch, I can only see a few feet. Journey is very long, 1,000 miles. How am I going to manage? It is impossible. The torch is small. But I tell you to go 4 or 5 feet, and the torch will be falling 4 or 5 feet ahead again. Just by a small torch, one can move into the darkest night. And that small torch is awareness of the moment. You are aware of this moment. When the next moment comes, you take a next step. Again you are aware. And you can cover the distance of 1,000 miles. No problem. But if you start calculating and you sit down and put it on the paper and you see that the torch is only capable of lighting 4 to 5 feet, Even the lamp that Buddha said, be a lamp unto yourself, its light cannot go further than 2 to 3 feet, and that too there is a danger of the breeze blowing it out. But awareness is that lamp, once lit, it never goes off. But if you start calculating and you sit down and put it on the piece of paper to see that the torch is only capable of lighting 4 to 5 feet alone and journey is 1,000 miles, it is impossible. One moment is enough for your awareness, then next moment comes, be aware again, your awareness is there, and that is enough. Another moment will be lighted. As the moment comes in with that torch of awakening, it will get lighted. The whole eternity can pass in front of you. But why we worried about making it permanent? That too is part of greed. Life is momentary. Let awareness be momentary as well. This is known as the philosophy of the moment. Only moment exists, and all the else, rest is imagination. So the past is gone. If you missed, you missed. Forget about it even if you missed it. There is no need to worry. The future has not come. There is no need to bring it in. Just look at the moment that is passing right in front of you. When you are watching a television show, do you consider, do you bother about that which has gone to the left or that which is to evolve from the right? Because in the television screen, it moves from right to the left. New image comes from the right, it stays on the screen, in front of the screen, in front of you for a few moments, and that goes and recedes into the oblivion. You cannot retrieve. But now the television technology has made it such that you can retrieve it but once again. Such has always been the situation of consciousness. It can retrieve the past moment if that be necessary for your growth. But the past is gone. If you missed it, you missed it. Forget about it. There is no need to worry. The future has not come. There is no need to bring it in. Just look at the moment that is passing right in front of you, like the picture. The television shot is passing in front of you. And look with awareness. Still you will miss many times, but nothing is wrong in it. When you miss, just take note with full alertness that you missed, and that's all. By and by you will miss less and less. Just take a simple note, observe it and be finished. Go ahead. By these observations, more and more awareness will be happening. And I am not saying permanent. I am saying more because more has a depth. Awareness is going to remain of the moment only. It can be shallow, it can be deep, that is a totally different dimension. It will become deeper and deeper, more and more deep. It will become so deep one day that whatsoever comes in front of you will be lighted well. But do not think in terms of permanence. Instead of permanence, eternal is more beautiful. It can become eternal but not permanent. Permanent is part of time, and eternal is the part of beyond time. It is not part of time. But we always think in terms of things stable. If something is fleeting, we become worried. Then we think, what is the point of making so much effort? And it is gone again, gone again. Simply drop the worry. Indeed, awareness is the key word and the key question. If you can open it, you have found the master key. It opens all locks, all problems. No other question is necessary then, but never make it agreed. It comes on its own, goes on its own. When it comes, you enjoy it. When it is gone, again enjoy it that moment. Only this much for this morning. Until tomorrow, take care and do have a pleasant day.